Hello and welcome to this bite-sized edition of the Funny Hour with Tom and James. Sadly no Tom today, just me, just James. Tom's got an appointment at his local beauty salon. He's having his anus bleached. So good luck with that, mate. Hopefully it can be returned to its former glories, and I look forward to seeing it. Anyway, on today's bite-sized edition, as the regular listeners of the podcast will know, I normally cover off some weird news, as does Tom as well. So, no surprises, straight down the middle, three lots of weird news today. And as always, I have some weird news from the Mammoth Book of Weird News by Jeff Tibbles. So two out of the three weird news stories are from this book today. So yeah, I'll make a start. This first weird news is an animal-related weird news, and the headline reads: "Poodle sues restaurant." Can you have a just take a second? Which country do you think this is in? That's right, it's America. A Los Angeles lawyer instigated legal proceedings in 1996 on behalf of his co-plaintiff, his pet Poodle. He claimed that the dog's constitutional rights had been violated by a restaurant which had ordered it to leave. At no point in this story does it say why the dog was asked to leave. I mean, maybe it was because the restaurant doesn't allow dogs in, apart from guide dogs, assistant dogs. Or maybe the dog just got on the table and took a shit. In which case, yeah, get out. Funnily enough, the claim was dismissed. So common sense prevailed, and the Poodle did not get its day in court after being thrown out of a restaurant. The second weird news story, I mean, it's as if I've planned this, involves our canine friends again. Headline reads: "Heavy breathing calls were from a dog." A US police dispatcher was alarmed by 3 late night 911 calls because the only communication was someone breathing. The calls were traced and 3 squad cars raced to an address in New Jersey where the occupant, Silver D'Antonio, maintained that they had been made by the German Shepherd. Slayer. I guess they opened the door with the Iron Maiden t-shirt and Slayer t-shirts. Slayer, the German Shepherd. Yeah. Miss D'Antonio claimed she had been teaching the dog to dial 911 in an emergency. Because, yeah, that's what you do, isn't it? You normally teach your dogs to dial 911, make breakfast, wash the bed linen, all that kind of stuff. It's standard kind of practice, isn't it? She knocks off the phone. She knocks the phone off the hook and then she steps on it. So you're not teaching her very well, to be fair, are you? So yeah, more lessons for Slayer the dog. Slayer. So yeah, hopefully that dog has improved its phone technique. So now I'm going to kind of dive off the world of the weird news by Jeff Tibbles and go to a story that's been in the UK recently. And it's in many forms, but in many kind of sources. But the one I've chosen is from the Daily Mail, dailymail.co.uk. And this woman has been on a daytime TV show called This Morning in the UK. And the headline reads: "Woman who is dating an invisible alien who abducted her from her London flat says he's better in bed than any Earthman and urges all women to find intergalactic lovers." Now, as I read through what was said on the daytime TV programme, please don't get too angry. Please don't just stick your head in a blender. A woman who claims to be in love with an invisible alien says her intergalactic lover is better in bed than Earthman. She was on This Morning telling Phil and Holly about her weird relationship. She claims she was abducted from her Canary Wharf flat by UFO. Once on board, she met the alien crew before being introduced to her invisible lover, Emmanuel. Because, yeah, aliens normally have kind of Earth names, don't they? And, of course, they'd pick Emmanuel. I mean, it would be very different if she said it, and her invisible alien lover was called Gary. Oh, I love Gary. But his name's Emmanuel, which is quite a romantic kind of, you know, name, isn't it? And in honour of Emmanuel, she has changed her name to Emanuela. And they've been dating for a year now, and they want to get married. I mean, yeah, good luck to them. Fantastic. Emanuela, who said aliens do not have a human form and are invisible to the eye. I mean, that's lucky, isn't it? Because I think he was on the show, but because he's invisible, they can't see him. So it's lucky that aliens are invisible, you know, mute as well. So yeah, it's very, very, very good for her. When the co-host Holly asked whether the pair shared a physical relationship, Emanuela said, "Yes, I have to say, once you go alien, you'll forget Earthmen. If you're tired of men, I recommend the aliens." Yeah, if you're tired of if you're tired of Oxo, then I recommend Bisto. It's easy as that, isn't it? How can I put this? She says the aliens are loving, light, and pure like energy, so we can't even go all the way that he can because it would kill me. Whoa, sex, God. It's apparently it's a million times better than having sex with an Earthman. Emanuela revealed she wanted more commitment from her alien partner, and she said she's ready to take the relationship further now. He did try and propose, bless him. He did try and propose, but he didn't have a ring. She's pretty traditional, so she wants this ring. I mean, luckily for her, this ring will probably be invisible, so that gets her through those awkward questions. She said she wanted a big rock, and he got me some pebbles from the beach. Oh, bless him, you know. He's travelled billions of miles. He's got a nice Earth name, but he doesn't understand the concept of a diamond ring. He just doesn't get it, basically. He has no Earth money. I mean, if you're an invisible alien, you've travelled billions of miles, and I don't think you need Earth money, do you, to get a precious diamond? You know what I mean? I think there's probably ways around it, you know, being invisible and all that, you know, just walking into a jeweller's and just taking one off the shelf, or, you know, you could probably go through walls. I mean, yeah, but he's got no money, so he can't get one. Simple as that. So she's hoping that over time maybe we can save up the money to get one. So yeah, if any of you are managers and you're recruiting staff and someone turns up, nobody turns up for the interview and his name's Emmanuel, then just remember it's probably Emmanuel the alien. He is there, you just can't see him. So give him a fair crack, you know, at the interview. And you never know, he might be the best man for the job. It says here, many Twitter users were baffled. Really? 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 I mean, as you just keep reading through this, it's just absolute madness. I would like Emmanuel to take Emanuela back to his planet. I think that's the safest option, isn't it, for everyone? So yeah, that's my weird news for this bite-sized episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll read up a bit more about Emmanuel and Emanuela's blossoming relationship, and yeah, hopefully they'll get married one day. So thanks for listening. Hopefully Tom will be back next time with his shiny, sparkling, brand new rectal area, and yeah, we'll all speak to you again soon. Bye.